Welcome to a new video about another summer coding adventure. Those of you who have been following my channel for a while already know that every summer I dedicate part of my holidays and free time to developing from scratch a clone or remake of a video game from my childhood. The main challenge is to avoid using a game engine such as Unity, Unreal or Godot and instead build the game using as few external dependencies as possible. The only other constraint I impose on myself is a very tight development schedule. This forces me to plan the project carefully from the beginning and most importantly to prioritize the features that are essential to achieving a playable result. During the summer of 2024, I developed a clone of the popular Nintendo NES game Ice Climber using C++ and the Raylib graphics library. You can find the 3 videos I made about that project on my channel. The main challenge of that project was implementing an entity-based framework to manage game states, sprites and animations, character movement, and collision detection between objects. During the summer of 2025, I developed a clone of the arcade version of Saxon, again using C++ and Raylib. You can find all the details of that project in the 2 videos I made about it. One of the biggest challenges was projecting objects from 3-dimensional space onto a 2-dimensional screen, together with implementing collision detection. This summer, I decided to develop a remake of SkyRoads, the MS-DOS game originally released in the early 90s. This time, I chose C as the programming language, Raylib as the graphics library, and the recently developed Box3D physics library. So, with a limited amount of time, a small set of dependencies, and no game engine to fall back on, let's see how far we can take this remake in just a couple of weeks. But before getting into the development, let's take a quick look at the original game itself. SkyRoads was released in 1993 for MS-DOS and was developed by the Estonian software company Blue Moon Software. Interestingly, one of its founders, Jan Tallinn, would later become one of the developers behind Skype. The game became widely known during the 90s, largely thanks to the massive distribution of its shareware version. The gameplay is remarkably simple, but surprisingly challenging. You control a spaceship traveling at high speed along a 3-dimensional course, navigating corridors and tunnels, jumping over gaps and avoiding obstacles, all while constantly moving forward. The controls are equally simple. The arrow keys are used to steer and control the ship, while the spacebar is used to jump. And despite its apparent 3D complexity, its graphics are actually quite simple, which makes SkyRoads a particularly interesting candidate for a remake built from scratch. If you want to follow the progress and support me, I would really appreciate it if you give me a like and a subscribe. Thank you so much. My initial idea was to use Raylib to render the platforms, tunnels and the spaceship, while using Box3D to handle physics, collisions and external forces such as gravity. So I started by integrating both libraries into the project and building a simple proof of concept, pushing a cube across a platform suspended in space. Once the cube reaches the edge, it should fall. And it works! The next step is to add multiple platforms to the scene. I will define each object position, size and color in a simple text file. Then, on every frame, I will retrieve the spaceship updated position from the physics simulation and render all the objects at their corresponding positions in the 3D space. At this point, the project is starting to take shape. Next, I will design the game first level, taking inspiration from the first level of the original SkyRoads. I will implement the basic controls by applying forces to different sides of the spaceship when the arrow keys are pressed. Pressing the spacebar will apply a sudden upward force, allowing the ship to perform vertical jumps while moving forward. Finally, I will make the camera follow the spaceship along the Z-axis as it moves through the level. At this stage, I already have a solid proof of concept that provides a good foundation for adding more features and gradually turning it into a playable remake. One of the structures that really defines the original game is the tunnels. To recreate them, I combined 7 rectangular prisms, applying a slight rotation to each one until I obtained the desired curved shape. The interesting part is that from the physics engine's perspective, there is no special tunnel object. It's simply a collection of individual static bodies forming the structure. And it's really satisfying to see the spaceship smoothly slide along the sides and across the curved inner surface of the tunnels, while faithfully following the laws of physics. At this point, Box3D is working remarkably well, and the physics simulation already feels surprisingly close to what I was looking for. For the spaceship, I decided to use a GLB model released under a Creative Commons license. This model turned out to be a perfect fit for the visual style I was looking for. To preserve the atmosphere of the original game, I also searched for a collection of pixel art images inspired by the distinctive 90s aesthetic. These images will be used as backgrounds for the different screens and levels through the game. The spaceship explosion was one of the details that had me scratching my head at the beginning. My initial idea was simply to play a pre-made explosion animation, but I felt that it wouldn't look particularly convincing. Instead, I decided to create 50 small spheres that are launched in all directions from the spaceship position at the moment of impact. The spaceship velocity determines how strongly the spheres are propelled, making the explosion react dynamically to the speed of the collision. At this point, the project is already quite mature, so I will spend the remaining time adding secondary but necessary elements. One of the most distinctive visual elements of the original game is the spaceship control panel. It is actually an element I have never been particularly happy with, so for my remake, I decided to replace it with a simpler futuristic HUD showing just the spaceship current speed. Another essential element is the level selection screen. While the original game features 30 levels, I have reduced the remake to just 8 for now. The names I choose are clear references to some of the games from the golden age of early 90s shareware. Hocus Pocus, Blake Stone, and Shadow Warrior, to name just a few. Another element that could not be missing is the game title screen, featuring a new logo that follows the same typography and color scheme as the original. I have also finished designing the remaining levels, all of them inspired by levels from the original game. For the soundtrack, I decided to use covers of 2 tracks from the fantastic soundtrack of Tyrian, released in 1995. I think this music fits perfectly with the aesthetic and fast-paced gameplay of the remake I am developing. To finish the project, I allowed myself to add a fun little feature inspired by Carmageddon, released in 1997. A small screen shows the pilot's face and his reactions while playing. To achieve this, I convinced my eldest son to act out different expressions and reactions while I recorded him on video. I selected 5 frames showing the pilot concentrating, getting nervous, becoming scared, panicking, and finally giving a thumbs up after successfully completing a level. I then processed these images with an online image editing tool to give him a space pilot helmet and suit with a pixel art style inspired by the 90s games. The results are far from professional, but I think they work surprisingly well for a remake of this scale. VectorRoads is the name I choose for my SkyRoads remake. Despite its simplicity and the limited time I had to develop it, I think the final result and the overall user experience turned out pretty well. I would really love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the remake? Do you like it? What feature would you add? And what technologies would you have chosen to build it? Feel free to leave your comments or questions below. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you very soon in the next coding challenge. Thanks for watching.